scooter here. Today we're in the city town of Antigo? No, it's Antigo. This is one of those communities that people seem to always mispronounce somewhere along the way. Today we're going to be learning a little bit about Antigo. We were heading home from the cottage and we were running into some severe weather, so we turned the radio on. And we're listening, and there all of a sudden came on this warning, a thunderstorm warning. Well, the person doing the weather definitely was not from the area, because he said the storm was going from Antigo to Shawano to Bondul. Now those from this area definitely will start laughing, because that's not even close. It's Antigo, Shawano, Bonduel. A lot of goofy names, hard spelling sometimes. Pretty easy though once you learn them. A lot of these small towns are much different than any other small town. They got the struggles with business. Always a lot of pride. This place behind me used to be owned by Vulcan Brunswick bowling pin factory. In the early 60s, they were making bowling pins from the area just because of the availability of wood and that. And they started going to a rubberized coating, making the pins last and be a little more durable in use. Well, bowling is very big in Wisconsin, so you think there'd be an endless supply and need for bowling pins. Well, it's not the case throughout the nation. So the need for the pins definitely dropped off, and so then there was no more need to be making as many bowling pins that did. So in 08, they end up closing up shop and moving out. End up impacting about 70 people here in Antigo. Well, any industry, when you leave, hurts. Luckily, this company came back, called the Valm Bag Company. They help make bags for fresh produce, frozen produce, pet supplies, stuff like that. So next time you're getting your stuff from the grocery store, it may have been made here in Antigo. Behind me here is Lang Springs, people who manufacture Northern Chill water, natural pH balanced water that is ideal for drinking. Now it's kind of ironic that it's named Northern Chill, because whenever the weather happens, and they're always giving an update, so we're the coldest area, it happens to be Antigo. A lot of times, Antigo is one of the colder spots in the state, usually about 10 degrees colder than anybody else. Ideal name for water coming from this area. Wisconsin is not always known for their vegetable growing, but actually have a big impact on the overall nation for vegetables. It's amazing when you really dig into it how many different varieties of products that we make here when you think of other country or states that you think are bigger producer. This is potato field. There's actually 6 different varieties that are grown up in this area, and there's quite a stretch of area from here all the way down to Toma that grows potatoes. In fact, to put it in perspective, we are the 3rd in the nation for growing potatoes. Now there's other states that claim they are the potato king. You know, we're not too far behind. The best I like myself, my personal favorite, is a good Yukon. That is nice, buttery tasting. That is fantastic. I know others, you know, sometimes can make a whole meal out of just a potato. Sometimes butter, sometimes salt, sometimes extra fixings. But potatoes, man, they're filling, they're perfect. They give you everything. There's a lot of vitamin C, a lot of other nutrients that one can get just from potatoes. And look, next time, you might be eating one from Wisconsin. Keep in mind, there's a lot of stuff out there to learn, a lot of stuff to dig into, kind of find. And even, there's a lot more adventures beyond your backyard.